What's up, fam? Got a good reaction for you. But before we dive into this rare interview clip, let's take a moment to honor the unforgettable Phyllis Hyman, a statuesque beauty at over 6 feet tall. Phyllis wasn't just known for her glamorous looks. She had a voice that could glide from silky smooth jazz to raw soul power without missing a beat. She was elegant, magnetic, and undeniably one of the most versatile vocalists of her era. But behind the spotlight was a deeply troubled soul. Phyllis battled bipolar disorder, depression, and addiction. Fears of loneliness haunted her even at the height of her fame. Today, as we listen to her words, we're not just reacting to a singer, we're hearing the pain, passion, and brilliance of a woman who gave everything to her art. Let's get into it.
You're reaching a lot of people, and I'm reading what's happening to your career, and I wanted you on the show because I know that you're going to be, in 1980, somebody that everybody's going to be trying to get on their show. Are you excited about all this suddenly coming in
People think, they always think it's sudden, don't they? But it's not sudden.
Overnight success.
No, of course it's not. I've been working in nightclubs in Florida for a few years, and then to New York, and getting into jingles by accident. A lot of it is by accident.
Yeah, but this is gonna knock these people out. You know that we're inundated with commercials in this country, and some of them leave a mark on us, and you are responsible for a lot of them. How about singing some of the commercials for them? Give them an idea of some of them.
Without saying the name, of course, is probably something that we eat a lot of. 200 million people, no two are quite the same. Each doing things their own way, each plays a different game. But folks who like things their way, well, they come to Burger King. For burgers big or burgers small, with everything or nothing at all. Yes, America loves burgers at America's Burger King.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You did one for one of the car rental places
That's
that
a new
everyone
one,
would know
which
about.
is
Is this a new one?
It's a new one coming out. It's National Car Rental, and they're doing a big campaign. They're giving like a big trip. Who can come up with the shuffle dance? So the commercials: shuffle, 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 step out of line, and shuffle, shuffle, step out of line, shuffle, shuffle. And so now we got to come up with the dance. I want the trip, so I'm going to come up with the dance.
Tell them about the other one, the jeans.
Well, it's a commercial that I saw yesterday. I didn't know if it was all over the country, but it's ooh la la Sassoon. Ooh la la Sassoon. Ooh, the jeans fit like skin. Ooh, the kids wear is in. The clothes are designed with chic in mind. Sassoon. And so on and so forth.
But you know, you can't feel sorry for you if you get commercial.
No, not at all. But the commercial world is very tough to get into. And someone got sick. And, of course, I never get sick. They called me, and I was available, and I went, I'm going to continue doing records, but I don't want to stop doing commercials.
Because that's
I'm
like
a television addict, you know? I watch a lot of television.
How much? How much TV do you
A
watch?
lot of television. Don't want to know. My manager says, please turn it off. I like it, you know? I like the daytime stories.
Sing another song from your new album for us, will
I'd
you?
love to.
Phyllis Hyman.
Yeah, this part of the interview is kind of sad, but she talks about loneliness, a little bit about the industry, and how it was hard for her. So it's a great insight to the trouble that she was going through. When you start seeing signs, now that you know what she was dealing with, you can see some signs. All right, let's get into this interview.
How would you describe yourself as a woman trying to deal with life in the 80s? You said your album is a reflection of that single woman.
Well, I don't deal with it very well. I manage to produce and deliver, but personally I haven't dealt with it very well. I've had a lot of emotional ups and downs. As I said earlier, I have begun the process of
recovery, so to speak, you know, just trying to feel better about myself, regain my confidence.
But you seem like the type of person that lives life from one extreme. There's no medium ground
Oh, no,
for
there
you.
isn't. I'm born under the sign of Cancer, and I have a Sagittarian moon in rising. And if you know anything about the signs, that's called extreme highs and extreme lows, and there is no middle for me. It has to be something that has to be worked on. And I'm talking about worked on full time, and that's almost impossible in this sort of work. What I do is I run my own company, Command Performances, which consists of a production company, a music publishing firm, and a management firm. And the management company is somewhat inactive, except that I co-manage myself with two incredibly talented black lawyers out of Philadelphia, two young ladies who I've known for many years. And I just can't let go. I can't say, here, girls, you got it. That's just not my nature. I have also been burned in the past, letting other people do that, those who claim to have been the experts, and I got burned. And I'm skeptical. I'm trying to take away the word, I do not trust people. You know, that word, it has a very negative connotation. And now I'm replacing it with skepticism, because that is, you know, maybe either or. And I'm skeptical. And I'm skeptical of most people I do business with. You know, I have that attitude, show me. No, don't ask me to trust you, show me.
Mother always gave us the old adage, never ask anyone to do anything for you that you can't do for yourself.
Exactly.
And keep it one up.
All right, the clip coming up is actually a little lighthearted. She talks about which would she choose, or does she regret choosing her work or her husband? It's pretty funny. Check it out.
Well, I thought that along with the success and the money would come a husband and kids. I don't have either of those.
Would you give up the money and success for the husband and kids?
Forget it.
Now, this interview I found was real good. It, again, you can start seeing some signs if you've been around things, but it shows how she can sing on the spot. Sounds like a recording. Check it out.
My initial reason for writing it was because of an ended love affair. And then I used all of the drug addiction terminology and feelings about drugs, connected that to the song as well, although I wasn't actually talking about drugs particularly at the time. You surely can consider and relate to drugs being as obsessive and as addictive, you know, and even more painful, you know, than a broken love affair, because you can always move on to the next affair and hope for better results, but you can't move from one drug to another and expect better results. It's always going to do the same thing, kill your spirit and ruin your life. So,
well, I would love.
I had to pause this a little bit. Donnie is a trip. So he put her on the spot. I asked her to sing the second verse, but she got a little nervous, but she was very resourceful. She wrote down her lyrics. She jumped right in it, but listen to the richness in her voice. This is crazy.
To hear you sing the second verse, or if just to tell me what the lyrics are.
wait a minute, excuse me. The lyrics. Hi. I haven't done it since. Can't see myself in love again. Now it's time to be your friend. Learning is a better way. Falling in love is a losing game. Never go down that road again. I've been there before. I don't want it no more, no more. Ooh, hey, never again. Obsession is its name.
How long ago was this?
This was not the last trip to Japan. Oh, about a year ago. It's a year ago that I wrote it. And I worked on it with Terry Burris, and we worked on it. And I thought, oh, no one's going to want to hear this because it's so heavy. And I thought, wait a second. But Phyllis, this is your song. You wrote it with something that reflects your life, like Living All Alone. My last album was something I had experienced. Someone left me then too, and when they brought me this song, I said, this is relative. A lot of my songs are painful to people. People say, man, there's a lot of pain in these songs. And I don't think pain is bad for me or for anyone. I think it's just a part of my life, along with the good things. But I have a tendency to sing those songs and deliver those stories.
But you say never again in the song.
Never
It's
again
been
for
a
falling
year.
in love.
Have you?
Well, not the same way. I'm engaged now. I just got engaged a couple months ago. The way I feel about him and our relationship is much different than before. It's not the obsessive addictive thing. It's more of a partnership. It's the strongest caring I've ever felt for any man in my life. But it's not the same sickness that I had before. And I'm not so sure if all that stuff was not being in lust and some other kind of, which I don't think is sick, but I think lust is pretty neat. But I think it's pretty cool. But,
We can write this song, Lonnie. Lust is pretty neat.
Okay.
Prince is at home going, yeah, that'll work. We have to take a break. We'll be back in a minute with Phyllis Hyman.